Financial storm clouds building for PG&E, and tonight it appears the California utility is eyeing bankruptcy.
That's just one of two potential moves that sent the company's stock tumbling. Andrea Borba has the details.
Two bombshell reports about the potential future of Pacific Gas and Electric. The first from NPR, saying PG&E is considering selling off its natural gas division. That is news to State Senator Jerry Hill.
They were doing that at the exact same time that they were trying to fool the legislature so that the legislature would look at either two choices. The narrative was either bankruptcy or bailout. The legislature gave them a bailout, and at the same time, they didn't come forward and weren't honest. They weren't showing the best integrity by letting us know that they were looking at an alternative, a possible way of paying for the liability.
The other report from Reuters that the utility giant is preparing for a bankruptcy filing due to mounting liability from the deadly Camp Fire that destroyed much of the town of Paradise.
If PG&E declares bankruptcy, it is PG&E essentially saying that they care more about saving the behinds of the executives than they do about compensating all the people they've victimized. So it sends a message that PG&E is not willing to do the right thing and compensate all of these people it's harmed.
Since the Camp Fire began, PG&E's stock value has taken a nearly 60% nosedive, dropping to $19 a share tonight in after-hours trading. State Senator Hill thinks breaking up the utility is the correct move.
By spinning off their gas and electric systems, I think they will become a size that they can manage. I think what we've seen over the last few years is they've been too big to succeed.
Millbrae attorney Amanda Riddle represents more than 700 Camp Fire victims who lost homes to flames that PG&E equipment is under investigation for sparking. She says bankruptcy only harms those folks even more, likely leaving many without enough money to rebuild.
The victims would be compensated nowhere near what they should be entitled to in a court of law.
Today, in a statement, Pacific Gas and Electric spoke about refreshing their board and looking at structural options. State Senator Hill is wary of any decision the utility makes.
PG&E will do whatever is in their best interest regardless of anything else.
Now, there is one more option on the table for PG&E.
The company could sell one of its buildings and move it elsewhere in California.
After the